is a mixed martial artist, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of next gen Northern Ireland, presenting Ryan McFall.
Well, I still don't think I've quite got my breath back after that phenomenal fight we've just witnessed, but now we're going to look at one of the young men from a brilliant gym up in Ballymena under the tutelage of Rodney Moore. He's coming out now, Ryan McFall, and he's just in the prep point. I think he's got Alan Philpott, a superb pro fighter in his corner, who is making strides and working his way up in the UK rankings, one of the top fighters, in fact, in the UK. And of course, his teammate of Alan's and teammate, of course, of Ryan's is Norman Park, the UFC star who has already 4 wins inside the UFC octagon. So I'm sure there'll be dreams of that in the future for Ryan McFall, and we'll certainly be interested to see how he gets on here today.
Weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Legends MMA, presenting Dean G.P.
Well, Noel, I'm still catching my breath from what we've just seen before that, but nevertheless, we've got to turn our attention to these 2 young men, and Dean Knight now in the prep point from Legends MMA. What do you know of Dean?
I actually know Dean very well. Actually, I trained with Dean a good few times over the years. Dean is, the words boring fight and Dean Knight don't go in the same sentence unless you're saying Dean Knight has never been in a boring fight. He's been in there with some of the best, one of the best fighters in the country and possibly Europe, Adam Caffrey. He fought in Rumble and Rush. There was an incredible fight, back and forth fight. Dean unfortunately lost that bout. Adam just edged it, but Adam's considered one of the best fighters. But most recently he fought Paul Amer in Rumble and Rush. Also a fantastic fight. Unfortunately again, Dean on the end of fight of the night, but also on the wrong end of the result. But Dean is an exciting fighter, comes forward, he's well versed, boxing background, well versed on the ground. He is a true mixed martial artist, but he does come from a boxing background. And watch out for that lead uppercut.
Okay, lead uppercut it is. Well, he's facing Ryan McFall, a fighter from one of the best gyms in Northern Ireland. In fact, it's fair to say probably the best gym in Northern Ireland.
His teammates, he shares are Norman Park, Alan Philpott and Andy Young. You know, you're talking top of the food chain here.
You really are. So we've got there McFall in the grey shorts. We've got Knight in the black shorts. Johnny Shields is the man in the middle in charge of the action. This is the bantamweight division, of course, the lightest that we have tonight. Let's see these 2 guys tear it up.
McFall looks like the longer fighter, but here we go. Dean constantly moving, so does McFall. But
McFall starts off with a combo and a leg kick. Lands with a kick.
Both fighters feeling McFall starting to land, but Dean lands one on the inside. Dean catches the kick as it comes in and lands a shot. McFall landing some knees on the inside. Bit of a clinch war going on.
Uppercut thrown.
McFall lands well there, they break.
Yeah, McFall landed a couple of rights. Maybe not overly clean.
Both fighters, they've had the few trades. They're having a look at one and they're going, what have you got? Let's see what you have. Good kick again. Dean lands a nice left off the end of that though. Looking for the knee inside, and good knee on the clinch again by Knight.
Yeah, good couple of knees there.
McFall putting Dean up against the up against the cage, excuse me. Dean and Knight landing a good knee on the inside, holding that clinch. Both fighters fighting hard, and again, if you're only new to MMA and you're watching this is an extremely exhausting part of MMA, up against the cage, fighting for position.
Dean Knight really getting the tie clinch and able to deliver
good
knees.
Shot there by McFall, and again catches Dean Knight on the bridge of the nose there, but Dean coming forward.
Yeah, Knight is definitely the one who's coming forward.
McFall seemed to catch himself in the cage there. Dean comes in, McFall lands a good overhand right there. Dean
tries to throw another, Knight just walks it off.
Good leg kick and a good follow up by Knight, and his gum shield comes in. Dean, good sportsmanship there.
Wow, he didn't have to stop, but he did.
Stepped away.
Very decent of Dean Knight, and they just smile, they touch, and again, good display of sportsmanship, camaraderie.
Loves the fight as a time. He slips on the man of McFall, jumps on top of that. Gonna take advantage. Side control here. What can Knight do from the bottom? McFall landing some good knees on into the side.
Yeah, Knight tried that left high head kick. Just slipped there. It is, of course, very warm tonight.
McFall jumped all over it. He's thought, yeah, I'm taking advantage. Dean looking for an arm here. Throwing the legs up. He looks like he's got it.
This is very good
he just
work
needs
by
to
Dean
extend.
Knight.
He's down. McFall twists out of it. Good work by McFall on top. That was very good defence there by McFall.
Says, back you get.
But hey, there's Dean showing that he's not just a boxer. He's shown good ground game there as well.
What's Knight going to lead with?
Both fighters trying it. Good right hand again.
There. Yeah, by McFall.
Oh, McFall lands a good right again. Finishes with the kick. Good combinations by McFall. He's not just showing single shots. He's
just
1, 2.
Going to say that it's 1, 2, 3. But
and Knight says here, I can do it too.
He certainly does.
This is a good fight, and that's always a way.
Body kick.
Both fighters
knee exchange. Oh, that was a good knee by Knight.
Garner follows up with a good body shot as well. Trading kicks here, clash of shins. And that's a good first round.
That is a good first round.
Fantastic first round.
Punches, you got combos.
And Knight gives us a little kicks. Flex there, and both fighters train. That was fantastic. Another great match fight here.
Oh, it is. It's beautiful to see. Exactly what you said. I want to pick up on that. We'll see a lot of fighters throwing a punch and standing back, maybe trying to avoid what's coming next. They're throwing 1, 2, throwing a kick as well.
Yep.
They're prepared to stand in. They're prepared to take a few to give a few.
Yeah, exactly. You can see him. McFall is landing good shots, stepping in, but he's paying for them because Knight's landing, and then it's vice versa. Knight's landing good shots, but he's paying for them by McFall countering. So
who's done the more damage than that round? It's a tough one.
Now, I could be watching this through a little set of biased eyes, but if you did have to push me, I probably would give Knight the edge in that round. He seemed to land the stronger shots. He controlled the clinch, landed some good knees in the clinch. But don't get me wrong, McFall fought well there too. Now, Knight also had an armbar attempt that McFall done brilliantly to get out of, but a very evenly good fight.
Very even. For me, it's the knees, actually. Dean Knight's landed knees in those positions. Yeah. I think everything else has been more or less balanced.
It has been a good fight, and both fighters still look fresh. This is what you love about the bantamweights. They don't get tired.
They're not carrying too much beef.
They're like winding up a Duracell bunny and going, go.
Here they go.
Both fighters moving again, looking to see what one's going to do. And McFall, he likes that overhand right, and he catches
there's
the
that
left
1, 2, 3 again by McFall.
Both landing big. McFall, I'd have to say, is landing the better shots. Knight catches the kick and gives him a 1-2 back. Stephen Moriarty in Knight's corner screaming at Dean to let the hands go.
McFall just a greater range, just perhaps landing a little bit easier with the hands. And he's got that long right leg.
Both fighters really trying to size one another up here. A little bit more cautious here. It's almost like this is the first round compared to the first round. They're both being a little more cautious.
McFall backs up, comes out with it. And that's a good kick by Knight.
And again, both fighters neither of them are throwing single shots. There's 1, 2, 3 there. Both times, each fighter trying to land. This is a great fight.
Good right hand by Knight again. Oh,
and again, he's catching a kick and coming in. He's almost saying, yeah, kicking, I'm going to land the right.
The right hand is now getting through by Dean Knight consistently. Oh, that's a good
right by McFall as well. Both did, and again, McFall with a big right. Looking for the hat-trick, but Dean
McFall
just got out of the way.
Dipping his head as he's coming forward in the right hand, though, and that
Knight goes high.
Could be a risk for a knee.
A nice stiff jab there by Dean. And Dean is putting the pressure on, and there's that clinch.
There's the knee I talked about.
Dean Knight working hard, and now it's McFall looking for the clinch. McFall trying to land knees, Knight trying to land dirty boxing inside the clinch. They break away. And the Ramada are being spoiled tonight with great fights.
Yeah, this is a cracking fight between two young, hungry up-and-comers.
Neither of them are backing down. One's landing and the other's going, yeah, I can land too. Both coming forward. It's a great fight. Dean just out of reach there. McFall trying to land the kicks, but Knight just keeps slipping out of range there. This is a very tight second round out. Either fighter has to step it up here to get the judges' scorecards in my eyes. It's a very even round.
I think Dean Knight might take this round, you know.
A good shot there by McFall with the right, and Dean stepping in with the knee. A.K. Alistair Overeem style with the step-in knee there. Looks for that big looping right. McFall seemed to roll with it.
Pushes
forward and lands two big shots. Big knee as well by Knight.
Oh,
good shots of McFall looking for the takedown.
What a great takedown, because Knight was all over him there.
What can McFall do now in this? He's inside control here. What can he do? There's the 10-second clapper.
Well,
will that takedown seal the round?
That's what I'm going to say. I'll tell you what it's going to do. It's going to make the judges think about who's won this round, because up till that point, for me, it was Dean Knight.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he hasn't won the round.
Yeah. It depends what the judges are looking for, you know. Every judge sees a fight a little bit different, you know. One can see Dean pushing the pace, pushing the pressure, and then at the end there, Ryan McFall with a beautiful takedown. Dean was pushing and the takedown was there and he took it.
Yeah, and it was a takedown. I'm not going to say desperation, but it was certainly like Dean Knight had been landing and was pressurising McFall. A couple of clean shots, was going more in for the clinch work again, and McFall snapped into it.
It looks like when both fighters are landing equally, but it looks like I'd almost give Dean the bigger power in the shots. He seems to be landing the heavier of the shots, but that's not to say, as I say, Roy McFall is game and Dean Knight is game. These are like just two hard warriors fighting one another. They're coming forward, neither taking a step back. This is a great fight.
It is a great fight. I don't think we're going to see a finish in the final round, but I have absolutely no idea who's going to take it.
As we say, it could be 2-0, this could be 1-1. This is a great fight. Could be all to play for in the third.
And referee Johnny Shields just wiping down the fighters. They're covered in sweat and water, of course, trying to cool down. Just giving it another towel down for the corner there of Dean Knight.
This is what I love about the sport. Look at this, two fighters straight away.
There we go. Okay, this is it now. 3 minutes to decide the outcome of the fight.
Who wants it? Trading jabs there.
It's another good jab on a 1-2 by McFall. McFall in the white goes for the takedown.
Dean fights it off there. Dean Knight fights it off, lands a little knee on the inside. I have to credit Dean, he keeps doing that every time they get a clinch. He lands a knee.
He does land a knee and he turns it.
He's not just clinching for no reason. He gets a clinch, lands a knee, and he's spun and he's out of there.
And a couple of leg kicks there by Knight, just keeping McFall honest and also letting the judges know he's scoring.
McFall landed a good right hand there. Dean comes back with another right hand, and that'll be that uppercut.
Oh, he drops the...
Dean should be pushing there now. You know, it's until the referee steps in.
I think Johnny Shields, the referee, decided, but that's the second time. If it does it again, of course, he could deduct a point.
That was a good uppercut by Dean, and it looked like that hurt McFall.
It was a lovely uppercut.
Knight again landed heavy in front of us, and a beautiful knee again, and McFall rushes the takedown and gets it.
But is there a guillotine in there? No.
He has the arm, but he's not going for it. Dean knows not to tire the arm out there. I don't think he's sneaking it under. Enough that Ryan's trying to fight it off. He does have the arms clasped together, it looks like.
He's just sort of holding him, whether or not he's exerting full pressure on the neck of McFall. But now we see
again
McFall grimace slightly.
This looks good as well on the scorecards. Like McFall got to take down, but Dean's the one pushing for the submission.
That's right. This is certainly going to look better on the night. But now
McFall slips out. So what can McFall do here? Dean looking to stand up.
Also looking at his corner, looking for perhaps a little advice. What do I do? What do I do? What does he do, Noel?
I think he needs to posture up and start landing shots here. He's got to be careful here. Dean can be slick on the ground. Dean's looking to push off. Knight looking to push off. Ryan is getting in there. Ryan needs to push. For me, Ryan needs to posture up and start landing shots here. He can't just lay in the guard here. He needs to work. But you could equally say the same. Dean can't just sit on the ground. He's looking to push away now.
Yeah, it's good to see Dean using his legs to try to change the situation on the ground. McFall not quite sure how to get through this guard.
Again, Knight just pulls back into full guard there, and McFall needs to work here.
Yeah, McFall right in front of his corner now. Alan Philpott shouting instructions. This could be the making and the breaking of the fight in the judges' eyes, because with McFall being on top now.
And Dean pushes away. Dean Knight pushes away and is up.
Oh, just
that was beautiful by Knight on the floor. And now this is where he's got time to land some shots. Maybe swing it in the judges' eyes here if he can land some shots.
He's maybe tried for a takedown of his own, has he? Or is he?
He just seems to be holding a bit of dirty boxing, AK Randy Couture style on the inside here, landing some shots. But Knight landing some knees again. I'm really impressed with the knees he's landing on the inside.
Oh, it's a great
fight.
That's
a beautiful knee again and again. And that's it.
Oh, super fight between two young men.
Who wants to be a judge?
Well done, guys. That is a tough one to call. I'm not even going to venture an opinion except to say I could have watched 2 more rounds of that.
Yeah, a brilliantly matched fight. Both fighters, brilliant. Both of them can walk out of this holding their head high. Fantastic fight by both fighters, and the Ramada shown their appreciation.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. Our judges scored is 30-28, 30-28, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Ryan McFall! Please show your appreciation for Dean Knight.
Okay, so well done then to Ryan McFall in a superb fight. 30-28 and 30-28 by 2 judges. Might take me a second or two to work out how that was scored exactly. It might have been 110 all round, maybe a tied round, and then 2 10-9s. I think that's how that works. And then 2 rounds to 1 in one of the other judges' eyes. So a very close fight, but Ryan McFall taking all 3 judges' decisions. Great fight though, and maybe these two will battle again down the line.